What made you change the locks on your own husband? When I got laid off, my husband Nolan seemed to take it harder than I did. My mom lost her job when I was 7. We lived on ketchup packets for a month. His hands shook as he showed me a photo of him at 7, ribs visible through skin. I can't let that happen to us, Margaret. At first, we faced the crisis together. Nolan made a budget spreadsheet, cut coupons, found free activities for weekends. We're actually saving money, he'd say proudly, showing me our bank balance. Normal stuff anyone would do. Friends praised his dedication. You're lucky, Margaret, my sister said. Nolan really takes care of you. He'd beam when neighbors asked for budget tips. I thought I understood his response. I thought when Nolan spent hours comparing grocery prices online, he was just being thorough. He kept us fed, bills paid. We ate simple meals but never went hungry. 3 months emergency fund already, he announced one evening, actually smiling. We're beating this. I kissed him, grateful for a partner who turned crisis into opportunity. But I never noticed when he started keeping receipts for everything, filing them in dated envelopes. Just being organized, he explained. I believed him. But emergency mode became permanent. Nolan started following me to grocery stores, grabbing items from my hands. $22 for shampoo? The dollar store works fine. When I bought lunch with a colleague, he'd text disaster scenarios. That sandwich cost 3 home meals. I caught him at midnight, elbow deep in our neighbor's recycling. Rich people throw away deposits, he explained, pockets bulging with cans. When I suggested therapy, he laughed. For being responsible, my sister tried talking to him after he showed up at her dinner party with empty Tupperware for leftovers you'd waste. She pulled me aside. Margaret, this isn't normal. But Nolan had explanations for everything. The emergency fund needed to be bigger. Inflation was coming. Another recession loomed. He started timing my showers, unscrewing light bulbs, demanding receipts for everything. Where's the $1.50 discrepancy? He'd ask. Papers spread across our bed at 2 a.m. I'd find him hunched over survival websites, taking notes. They reused tea bags 4 times, he'd whisper. When he suggested I sell my grandmother's ring, I finally confronted him. Nolan, this isn't about money anymore. He smiled eerily. The universe is preparing us. I see the signs everywhere. The collapse is coming. Please, let's get help. His face went cold. You're blind like them. He moved to the couch that night, wouldn't speak to me for days, only muttered about non-believers to his spreadsheets. I should have seen it coming when Nolan started his neighborhood waste walks. He'd mapped every house, tracking what they threw away, when they shopped, what they hoarded. The morning everything shattered, I'd left early for a job interview. Nolan called, breathless. Today's bulk pickup day. The Richardsons put out so much good stuff. I should have driven home right then. God, I should have driven home. But I got a frantic call from our elderly neighbor, Mrs. Cabot. Margaret, something's wrong. My insulin is missing, and my back door. I raced home to find Nolan in our garage, surrounded by medications, medical equipment, even someone's oxygen tank. He was sorting orange pill bottles into shoe boxes, humming cheerfully. Nolan, what is this? His face glowed with pride. Medical supplies. Do you know what insulin costs? What if we need it someday? He clutched prescription bottles against his chest. The Cabots had 3 months worth just sitting there. She's diabetic. She needs that to live. They can afford more. He used the same sing-song voice he'd used for bedtime stories. But what if we get sick? What if ... He grabbed my wrists. I watched a woman die. She was rationing insulin, just collapsed at the bus stop, foam at her mouth because she couldn't afford. You're killing them right now. That's when I saw Mr. Cabot stumbling across our lawn. Mrs. Cabot holding him up, his face the color of wet cement. Please, she sobbed. He needs his insulin. He's going into shock. Nolan's fingers turned white around the medication. No, these are ours. We were smart enough to take them. I lunged for the insulin. Nolan shoved me hard into the metal shelving. You never went to bed with your stomach eating itself. You never watched your mother count out pills, choosing which ones to skip. The Cabots were calling 911. Mr. Cabot now crumpled on our driveway. Nolan started stacking stolen goods against the garage door. When everyone's starving, when the stores are empty, you'll thank me. You'll beg me to forgive you. When the paramedics arrived for Mr. Cabot, Nolan tried to block them. Those are our supplies. It took 3 officers to pin him down as he thrashed and screamed about the coming collapse, about Darwin, about how prepared people survive. Nolan got 2 years. Mr. Cabot barely survived. During prison visits, Nolan draws supply maps on napkins. I've learned so much here about trading, about making weapons from nothing. When I get out, we'll be ready. Last week, he sent a letter rating our neighbors by vulnerability. I heard a new couple moved into the neighborhood. I wonder if they keep their garage unlocked.